What AI advancements were made this week? Let's find out what's going on this week to help you stay up to date with the changing world of artificial intelligence. I'm Dylan Foley, and this is AI Business News for the week of October 12th, 2025. On October 13th, 2025, OpenAI announced a major partnership with Broadcom to co-develop and deploy up to 10 gigawatts of custom AI accelerator hardware. Under this multi-year agreement, OpenAI will design the AI accelerator chips and systems informed by its experience building frontier models, while Broadcom will provide the racks, networking, and deployment infrastructure. Deployment of the hardware is expected to begin in the second half of 2026 and complete by the end of 2029. The aim is to power the next generation of large-scale AI clusters by embedding OpenAI's model design knowledge directly into custom hardware and leveraging Broadcom's networking and system integration expertise. Both companies frame the collaboration as a strategic step toward enabling more powerful, efficient, and scalable AI infrastructure that can help further OpenAI's mission of ensuring benefits to all of humanity. The OpenAI-Broadcom partnership carries several significant implications for the future of AI infrastructure and development. By designing its own AI accelerators, OpenAI is taking a major step toward hardware independence, reducing its reliance on external suppliers like NVIDIA and moving toward greater vertical integration. The collaboration's planned 10-gigawatt deployment represents a dramatic expansion of OpenAI's compute capacity, potentially multiplying the scale of its AI training infrastructure and enabling the next generation of advanced models. Broadcom's contribution, focused on Ethernet-based networking and system integration, also reinforces a shift toward open, standardized data center architectures rather than proprietary ecosystems. This partnership not only accelerates OpenAI's path toward artificial general intelligence by embedding model-level insights directly into custom hardware, but also creates competitive pressure across the industry, prompting other chip makers and hyperscalers to pursue similar custom silicon strategies to support increasingly demanding AI workloads. Staying with OpenAI, the company has launched an 8-member advisory body called the Expert Council on Well-Being in AI to guide how its technologies, such as ChatGPT and Sora, can support human flourishing and mitigate risks to emotional and mental health. The council brings together researchers and practitioners from psychology, psychiatry, human-computer interaction, and related fields who have decades of experience studying how technology affects people's feelings, motivations, and mental health outcomes. Its remit is to advise OpenAI on defining and measuring well-being in the context of AI interaction, setting design priorities for product, research, and policy decisions, such as age-appropriate interactions and emotional safety, and helping shape future safeguards and controls. OpenAI says it has already been working with some of the same experts informally, for example on parental control features and youth distress notification language, and is now formalizing the council to broaden that input and ensure its work is rooted in evidence and specialist, external perspectives. In short, OpenAI is putting structured governance in place to help steer how its AI systems interact with users' mental health and emotional lives, underscoring that helpful AI also means caring about how people feel and thrive. The creation of OpenAI's Expert Council on Well-Being and AI shows that the company is taking user mental health seriously as it develops more advanced tools like ChatGPT and Sora. The council, made up of psychologists, psychiatrists, and human-computer interaction experts, will advise OpenAI on how to make AI interactions emotionally healthy and supportive for users of all ages. This means the company is not just focusing on what AI can do, but how it makes people feel. The council's work, such as guiding features like parental controls, signals a growing effort to ensure AI tools promote positive well-being, handle sensitive situations carefully, and avoid emotional harm. For everyday users, it suggests future AI systems may become more compassionate, transparent, and responsive to human emotions. The state of California, under the leadership of Gavin Newsom, has signed a comprehensive set of new laws aimed at making the online world safer for children. These bills introduce a range of protections designed for newer technologies like chatbots and social media, along with more traditional online platforms. The legislation requires age verification by app stores and operating systems, so younger users cannot easily access harmful content. Platforms that host companion chatbots must now include features to identify and respond to users expressing self-harm or suicidal thoughts. Clearly disclose when users are interacting with AI rather than a human, and prevent minors from being shown sexually explicit AI-generated images. New rules also bring warning labels for social media, strengthen penalties for creators and distributors of non-consensual deepfake pornography, with minors able to seek civil relief, define accountability for those who use or build AI technology that causes harm, even if the harm was autonomous, and mandate that schools adopt formal policies around off-campus cyberbullying by June 2026. Together, these laws reflect California's push to balance innovation in AI and tech, while prioritizing children's safety, health, and well-being. These new California laws have big implications for how technology companies design and manage their platforms, especially when it comes to kids and teens. First, they make it clear that tech companies can no longer treat online safety as an afterthought. Features like age verification, chatbot transparency, and mental health safeguards will become standard, meaning young users should have clearer warnings, safer interactions, and better protection from harmful or inappropriate content. Second, by holding companies accountable for the misuse of AI tools, such as creating or sharing explicit deepfakes, California is setting a precedent that could spread to other states, shaping national standards for responsible AI use. Schools will also need to play a bigger role by developing formal policies around cyberbullying and online behavior, helping bridge the gap between classroom learning and digital life. Overall, these changes signal that the state is moving toward a future where technology must not only innovate, but also protect the people who use it, especially children. Anthropic and Salesforce have expanded their collaboration so that Anthropic's AI model, Claude, will become a preferred choice inside Salesforce's Agentforce platform, especially for industries with strict regulatory demands like financial services, healthcare, and cybersecurity. The deal means Claude will be made available in a way that keeps data and workflows inside a secure environment managed by Salesforce, helping companies that handle sensitive information to adopt AI more safely. The partnership also includes tailoring Claude-powered solutions for specific sectors. For example, helping financial services advisors summarize client portfolios or track industry changes, and deepening the integration between Claude and tools like Slack, so users can access AI-powered assistance from everyday work chats. In short, the two companies are combining Anthropic's AI model expertise with Salesforce's enterprise infrastructure to bring more trusted, purposeful AI into high-stakes business environments. Meta has announced that it is breaking ground on a major new data center in El Paso, which is specifically optimized for artificial intelligence work. The facility will eventually scale up to 1 gigawatt of power capacity, a very large amount, enough to power a small city, to handle both current and future AI tasks, like training and running advanced models. The site marks Meta's 29th data center globally, and its third in Texas. The initial investment is more than $1.5 billion, with around 1,800 construction jobs expected at peak build-out and about 100 permanent jobs in the initial phase. Beyond the sheer scale, Meta emphasizes sustainability. The site is designed to meet high energy efficiency standards, will match its power use with 100% clean and renewable energy, and will have a cooling system that uses zero water for much of the year, with a goal to restore 200% of the water consumed back into local watersheds. On the community side, Meta is partnering with local agencies and aims to support local small businesses through digital skills training and grants, signaling that the project is meant not only for tech infrastructure, but also local economic development. Amazon has released renderings and details of a proposed new facility called the Cascade Advanced Energy Facility in Washington State, which is designed to house small modular reactors, a newer, smaller type of nuclear reactor that can be built more compactly and efficiently than traditional large nuclear power plants. The first phase of the project will generate about 320 megawatts of power, with the potential to scale up to about 960 megawatts. For perspective, that's enough to power roughly 770,000 U.S. homes. Amazon says the facility will help provide reliable, carbon-free energy to support its cloud computing, AI, and data center operations. The company expects construction to begin sometime toward the end of the decade, since the reactors still need regulatory approval and licensing. Amazon's plan to build a nuclear-powered energy facility has several important implications for the future of technology and clean energy. First, it shows that major tech companies are starting to take energy production into their own hands, instead of relying entirely on traditional power grids. By using small modular reactors, Amazon hopes to create a steady, carbon-free power source that can support its massive data centers, which require enormous amounts of electricity to run cloud services and AI systems. This could help Amazon reach its net zero carbon goals while also reducing the risk of power shortages or blackouts that could disrupt its operations. Second, the move signals a major shift in how the tech industry approaches sustainability, using nuclear energy as a clean alternative to fossil fuels rather than relying solely on solar or wind. If successful, Amazon's project could pave the way for other companies like Google or Microsoft to adopt similar nuclear solutions for their growing AI infrastructure. Overall, this marks a turning point where tech companies are becoming not just consumers of energy, but also innovators in how clean power is created and managed. Pinterest is rolling out a new feature that gives users more control over how much AI-generated content shows up in their feed. The popular inspiration board and image platform has seen complaints that too many of its pins, especially in categories like beauty, art, fashion, and home decor, are now made or heavily edited by AI, which users say can make the content feel less real or useful. To address this, Pinterest is adding a setting where users can choose to see fewer generative AI images in those sensitive categories. Notable here is that Pinterest is not promising that you won't see any AI images, just that fewer images tagged with AI will appear in your feed. In addition, the company is improving how visibly it labels AI-modified content, making it easier for people to tell whether what they're seeing was created or altered by AI. The new controls are being launched for desktop and Android users first, with iOS coming soon. Pinterest's new controls for limiting AI-generated content highlight a growing trend in how social media platforms are responding to user concerns about authenticity. Many people have started noticing that their feeds are being flooded with AI-made images, sometimes beautiful, but often repetitive, unrealistic, or misleading. By giving users the ability to reduce how much AI content they see, Pinterest is acknowledging that not everyone wants their inspiration boards filled with artificial or computer-generated creations. This move could encourage other platforms like Instagram or TikTok to add similar controls, giving users more say in how algorithms shape their experience. It also reflects a broader shift toward transparency and trust in digital spaces, making it clear what's real, what's AI-made, and letting people choose what they prefer. For everyday users, this means a more personalized, genuine experience. And for the tech industry, it's a sign that the era of AI everywhere is starting to meet its first major pushback from the public. Finally, the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, is preparing a big change. Its AI system called Grok AI, developed by xAI under Elon Musk, will take over, making decisions about what you see in your X feed. That means instead of older, simpler rules determining which posts show up, Grok will study hundreds of millions of posts and videos daily, learn what kinds of content each user might prefer, and mix your feed accordingly. One exciting feature is that users may soon be able to tell Grok what they'd rather see. For example, you could say, less memes, more tech news, and it will try to adjust your feed. The shift to having Grok AI control what users see on X has major implications for how people experience social media. On one hand, it could make feeds feel more personalized and useful, since Grok can learn your interests and adjust what you see in real time, like prioritizing tech news over celebrity gossip if that's what you prefer. This could make scrolling more engaging and help people discover content that actually matters to them. However, there are also potential downsides. Because Grok is designed to keep users' attention, it might promote content that's more emotional or controversial, even if it's not necessarily accurate or healthy to consume. There's also the risk of echo chambers, where the AI only shows posts that match your existing opinions, reducing exposure to diverse perspectives. Overall, Grok's deeper control marks a step toward more intelligent, interactive social media, but it also raises new questions about transparency, bias, and who ultimately shapes what we see online. And that's going to do it for this episode of AI Business News. I'll be back again next week. Have a safe day and a pleasant tomorrow.